Hey everybody, it's Jay here. It's Saturday night, Labor Day long weekend, and I just wanted to do a recap of my summer. I got several things in the mail. You guys may have seen some of my shorts, and then I've done quite a bit of IP autograph hounding. So I got some nice pieces, just kind of recapping the last couple months. So these are going to be some of the highlights I got, and stay tuned for the one at the end with the explanation. But first one here, this was just a TTM, Norman Rochford. So I mailed him 5 items, including this 87 Panini sticker, and I got all 5 back. So they came out great. He was on he's on the Team Canada 1987 Canada Cup team. So yeah, he was on that big team, but did 5 here. Like I said, the Panini, there's a 84, 85, and 84, 85. There's a 90, 91 score, 90, 91 upper deck. Did that. This guy got in person over the summer. Awesome guy, Max Domi from the Leafs. So he was at an alumni event, and this guy's awesome. His dad, Ty, was probably one of the worst signers I've ever encountered in my many years of this hobby. Ty never signed, even when almost everybody signed. But his son, Max from the Leafs here, is the exact opposite of his dad. He is an awesome guy, very personable, loves to sign, very friendly. Did a couple here. Was able to get Shane Corson, former Hab, former All-Star, 1991 Canada Cup. This guy's awesome. So got him in an alumni game. That was in person. This was a TTM I got. Took, I think it was, can't remember, just under a year, I think. Ron Francis, 3 for 3. So this is a beautiful Hall of Famer, Ron Francis. So he did an 88, 89, 90, 91 upper deck. And then there's like a tops total from 2002. This was another TTM I sent to Sweden, Anka Lube. So I sent him, I think, 5 US in 4 items. And it came back pretty quick, a couple weeks. So Sweden to Canada, or Canada to Sweden, back to Canada. So he did 4 here. There's the 87 Panini sticker. There's another 87 Panini sticker, so he has 2 in the set, hence why I sent to him. And there's an 88, 89 O-Pee-Chee. This one was in person at an alumni game. This is a current player. So I guess you maybe call him a star player, Andrew McAlpine. So I did this in person. Not the easiest guy to get during the season, but it was nice to get him here. Beautiful card in the blue. Here's a TTM I sent. Came back kind of goofy, but Doug Lidster, former Canuck here. I sent him, I think, 5 items, and he signed him in red, which is kind of weird. Happy to get him back, no doubt, but just really weird. Not loving the red, not crazy about the red. Did 4 or 5 here, right? So, and there's this one, the 89-90, the score. I don't have many items signed in red in my collection, so these are one of the few. This was in person, so I hit an alumni event. This is the Doug Gilmour rookie card, 84, 85 O-Pee-Chee. Came out beautifully. So at this event, he was signing only programs. And then I was in line with my son, and the promoter came up to us while we were in line. He's like, hey, it's only programs, but if you put a card and I don't see it, no worries. So I put the rookie card down. And they did it beautiful, signed it, and then I asked them to put the HOF 11, right, Hall of Fame in 11, and that came out stunning in the blue. So happy to get that done. I have one done already, not as nice as this one, so probably turn this into Beckett and get slabbed on my next delivery. Next thing, kind of cool to show off, was able to get John Tavares here, Leaf John Tavares. I got him on the I want to say McFarlane, but it's an Import Dragon. So here's his Import Dragon figurine. Not the easiest guy to get during the season. He was okay here. Not the nicest graph, but we'll add that to the collection. I probably have maybe, I would guess 70 to 80 of these things signed over the years. So we'll put that on the shelf. Next guy here, actually women. So this is prospect. This is Michael Misa. So Michael Misa from Saginaw in the OHL. So he was one of the few players to get exceptional player status. So he entered the OHL early in 2022. He's a top prospect for this next year's NHL draft. I think he's projected to be top 5. if things go well. So nice to meet him. Got a picture with him. Did the Canada puck here, and very nice to pounce on that early. Next guy to get here, this is Sam Dickinson. He was just taken 11th overall by the San Jose Sharks. He was a player with the London Knights last year. So, like I said, he just got drafted by San Jose, so I was able to get him on a San Jose puck here. Love getting all these pucks now in this blue paint pen. So came out looking great. This is maybe the premier woman hockey player, or one of them in the world right now, Marie-Philippe Poulin. So I was able to get her in person at an event as well. So same thing, Canada puck here, signed in blue. She's plays for the PWHL, the Montreal team, and famously in the Olympics always scores the game-winning goal in the gold medal game. So really nice to meet her. It was very nice. Puck came out amazing. Next one, we'll show this one. I was able to get Hall of Famer Chris Pronger here on too, so he was in town. Unfortunately with this, I had two nice items here. This is my my old PlayStation NHL 2000 game, and here's his rookie card. Unfortunately, it's autograph 101. He had a dull black Sharpie, and he would not switch. People were asking him, and I got excited. In hindsight, I should have probably pulled these two nice items away and got him to sign some maybe junkier items, but obviously I got excited with him there, and I gave him these two, and I handed it to him. He was looking for me. He was very kind. He found the items. He signed them. I hate that marker. Like, you can't even really see it on the video game here. The rookie card is, I guess it's okay. I think the blue would have popped on it, but live and learn. Like I said, he was very nice. He looked for me and he signed the stuff, and I appreciate it. To just hate, obviously not crazy about the marker. Next guy I got, this guy's a top prospect as well, Porter Martone. So he plays for and it's going to be the Brampton Steelhead this year. So this guy is projected, I believe, to be a top 2 pick in the upcoming NHL draft. He's a very top prospect. So it was nice to get him. I knocked him off on 2 pucks here, 2 Canada pucks. He was pretty nice. Yeah, my daughter was excited to meet him. She was able to get a picture with him. And as I said, the blue is just stunning on these pucks. And I think they came out absolutely great. So nice to meet him. Last item I got here, and there's a little bit of a story with this one. Was able to hook up with the great one, Wayne Gretzky, in person this summer. Was able to get one thing signed for him, and it was this photo that I already have signed by Mario Lemieux. So the little bit of the backstory with this, so I'm going to pull the camera back here. I guess it was in 2017. I bought this picture many years ago, unsigned. 2017, me and my family went down to Pittsburgh for a game, Penguins game. They played, I believe, the Florida Panthers that night. And we were able to meet Mario Lemieux before the game. So I got a picture of him signing this photo. So he signed the photo here while we were in Pittsburgh. Loved it. And then reason being, 2 weeks later, I had tickets. Wayne Gretzky was a guest speaker at an event in Hamilton, Ontario. They were doing a small reunion of the '87 Canada Cup. And they had Gretzky, Dale Hawerchuk, Paul Coffey, I believe Doug Gilmour. That's it from the team. And Gretzky was basically on stage, and they were doing like a synopsis. You bought a ticket. I believe for me and my wife, it was like $300 for 2 tickets. You got a dinner, and you got to listen to the speech and the Q&A and all that. And it was set up like in a banquet hall, almost like a wedding. So when I signed up for it, I was like, it's going to be a slam dunk to get this photo by Gretzky. So anyways, to make a long story short, we went to the event, and Wayne was not in good shape that night. He was a little bit off. He didn't appear to be in a good mood. He was not friendly. It hit the newspapers after that he ended up walking out of the event, and he left a bunch of people that spent thousands on meet and greets high and dry. And basically at the event, I did get to him. He was really reluctant to sign, and he signed the photo. But as soon as he finished signing it, he threw the marker on top, and it completely smudged the middle of the autograph. So I was devastated. I was like, oh my God, like this is crushing. So basically, I held on to it for a few weeks, and it just bothered me to see it all smudged. And I ended up, when he signed it, the W was like within like a millimeter of the Lemieux here. And basically he signed it. it was a smudge, and I decided I hated it so much I wanted to take the Gretzky autograph off the photo and hopefully get him to re-sign it. So I set it up. I took the Gretzky autograph off, and it was so close. It was not a smart move by me. So I ended up taking the Gretzky autograph off, and I nicked the corner of the Lemieux autograph here, right? So at the end of it, I started with a perfect Lemieux and a smudged Gretzky, and then I ended up with no Gretzky and a smudged Lemieux. So it was a big mistake on my part. I shouldn't have even attempted to take it off. It was, as I said, like a millimeter difference between where the W was and here. It was just too close to try to pull a maneuver like that. So anyways, this thing has sat with me for 6 years. Until this summer, and then I had a chance to meet Gretzky this summer and get one item signed, and I brought this photo back, and he signed it. He took his time with it, put it on the table. As you can see, the autograph is almost perfect here. And anyways, a complete redo, but I think it looks great. Obviously, Lemieux's nicked. I understand that, but I love the story. I don't think it's terrible, and I think the Gretzky autograph is so strong that it's going to present so well in a frame. So I'm going to hit my framer and do this up nice. And obviously, if you grew up in the 80s, hockey fanatic like I did, these two guys were the studs. This was the be-all, end-all of hockey players in that era. So really cool picture to have signed for my collection. Great way to end the summer. And as I said, we'll get ready for the fall. I got a lot of nice things lined up. And thank you all for watching, as always.